What happens when some of the biggest names in the beauty world clash over one of the most expensive makeup launches in history? The answer is drama, controversy, and a lot of bold opinions. Louis Vuitton recently entered the beauty industry with Pat McGrath, releasing products priced higher than many people could believe. While James Charles and NikkieTutorials gave scathing reviews, Jeffree Star passionately defended the line. But was his review honest or blinded by luxury branding? Let's uncover everything. Louis Vuitton enters the beauty world. Louis Vuitton surprised many when it launched its very first makeup collection in collaboration with the world-renowned artist Pat McGrath. Known for high fashion and luxury handbags, the brand expanded into cosmetics with bold ambition. The line includes 55 refillable lipsticks in satin and matte finishes, 10 tinted balms, and 8 eyeshadow quads. Prices, however, quickly became the main talking point. Lipsticks cost around $160, while palettes were $250. Some fans admired the artistry and exclusivity, calling it a collector's dream. Others argued the prices were excessive and disconnected from reality. From the very start, Louis Vuitton's entry into beauty sparked intense conversations online. The price tag sparks debate. As soon as Louis Vuitton revealed the prices, the beauty world exploded with mixed reactions. Supporters argued that luxury has always carried a high cost, and buyers were paying for the brand name, prestige, and artistry rather than just the product itself. Critics, however, called the prices outrageous, pointing out that $250 for a 4-shade palette seemed unjustifiable, even by luxury standards. On social media, memes mocked the launch, with many joking about needing a loan just to try the products. The debate quickly shifted from affordability to honesty. Could these products truly perform at a level that justified such extreme pricing? James Charles's honest review. James Charles quickly became one of the loudest voices in the conversation, mainly because he wasn't included in the PR list. Instead, he walked into a Louis Vuitton store and spent around $800 on a palette, 2 lipsticks, and a balm. While he admitted the packaging looked stunning and felt luxurious, his overall reaction was far from positive. James called the $250 palette a scam, claiming the formula was bland and unimpressive. The lipsticks, in his view, were decent but still overpriced. He stressed that most people weren't missing out, insisting luxury makeup often sells more of an image than genuine quality. NikkieTutorials' underwhelming experience. NikkieTutorials also gave the Louis Vuitton line a fair chance by buying the products herself. She suggested her history with Pat McGrath might explain why she wasn't sent PR, but she didn't let that stop her from testing them thoroughly. Unfortunately, her experience wasn't much better than James's. Nikkie described the lipsticks as transferring too easily and said the eyeshadow lacked the richness and pigment that luxury makeup should deliver. Her eye look, she admitted, was the most boring she had created in months. This review resonated with her fans, who praised her for not sugarcoating the truth. Because she paid out of pocket, many believed her opinions were unbiased, making her voice even more powerful in the discussion. Jeffree Star's glowing praise. Unlike James and Nikkie, Jeffree Star received a PR package from Louis Vuitton, and his review was the exact opposite of theirs. Unboxing the products with excitement, Jeffree called the collection one of the most luxurious he had ever tested. He described the lipsticks as smooth, comfortable, and long-lasting, while praising the eyeshadows for their blendability and pigmentation. For Jeffree, this wasn't just makeup, it was a complete experience. He congratulated Pat McGrath for creating what he saw as an impressive and high-quality line. Since Jeffree has often branded himself as brutally honest, his followers were surprised by just how glowing his review was. Many wondered if his love for Louis Vuitton influenced his judgment more than he admitted. Fans question Jeffree's integrity. Jeffree's glowing praise didn't go unnoticed, but many fans were skeptical. People pointed out that Jeffree openly loves Louis Vuitton, collecting its bags, luggage, and clothing for years. Critics argued that such devotion might have biased his opinion. Others highlighted past incidents where Jeffree seemed inconsistent, like when he trashed Hailey Bieber's brand without trying it. Viewers began questioning whether Jeffree valued honesty or brand loyalty more. On social media, fans compared his reaction to James and Nikkie's more critical takes, which felt unbiased since they had paid with their own money. The conversation grew larger than one review. It became about whether influencers who receive free products can ever be trusted to give completely fair and honest opinions. Jeffree doubles down. As criticism mounted, Jeffree refused to stay silent. He went back to Louis Vuitton stores, purchased additional products with his own money, and reviewed them again on TikTok. Demonstrating the items live, he swatched colors in real time, mocking claims that the palettes lacked pigment. He even stitched Nikkie's video, suggesting she hadn't applied the shadows correctly. To his supporters, this showed confidence in his views. But to critics, it seemed defensive and unnecessary. Jeffree also took direct aim at James Charles, reminding fans of James's past controversies, suggesting his opinion shouldn't carry much weight. His determination to prove himself raised eyebrows. Why would someone so successful care so deeply about defending one luxury brand? The debate only grew. The shade toward Nikkie and James. Jeffree's fiery personality came out even more as he began throwing shade at both NikkieTutorials and James Charles. He accused Nikkie of being biased because of her strained relationship with Pat McGrath, calling her review bitter and jealous. Toward James, Jeffree referenced past scandals to undermine his credibility, arguing that people shouldn't trust someone with such a controversial history. While some fans agreed with Jeffree, others questioned his motives. Why attack fellow influencers instead of letting the products speak for themselves? His shade only deepened the divide. For viewers, the drama became less about Louis Vuitton makeup and more about old wounds in the beauty community resurfacing, proving how fragile relationships remain among major influencers. The bigger picture, PR versus purchased reviews. This controversy raised a bigger question in the beauty industry. Can influencers who get free PR products give unbiased reviews? Many viewers trusted creators like James and Nikkie, who buy items themselves, seeing PR as a risk for biased opinions. Others defended PR influencers, arguing honesty sustains their careers. The debate highlighted trust, transparency, and how luxury brands entering the market will only intensify conversations around authenticity and influence. Where does the beauty community go from here? The drama between Jeffree Star, James Charles, and NikkieTutorials proved how much reviews matter. Viewers want honesty, not fake hype. Louis Vuitton's launch turned into a lesson on integrity, showing that consumers demand transparency. Now, influencers must prove they're genuine, while luxury brands face tougher questions. In the end, passion and trust drive beauty. But scandals quickly sparked division across millions of fans. The Louis Vuitton launch turned into more than just a makeup release. It became a test of honesty in the beauty community. James Charles and NikkieTutorials stood firm in their criticism, while Jeffree Star doubled down on his glowing review, sparking fiery debates. Was it integrity or influence? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious and stay kind.